Oops. Good evening, everybody. Got the wrong camera there, didn't I? Very, very good evening to you all. It's 6:30 UK time in the evening over here, and it's been snowing today. And a very warm welcome to everybody. I hope you're all very well indeed. We've got a really, really full show tonight. An absolutely corking show, I hope. Now, that little tribute there at the start was my tribute to Gary Moore, and I was absolutely over the moon to see that somebody thought it was Gary Moore. It's very similar to the riff that he plays, He's Still Got the Blues, I know that, but it isn't. It's an original, it's just a take on it. So there we are. I hope you're all really, really well tonight. We've got as I said, we've got a really big show coming up, and what's more, if you are a patron or if you crack the egg, you might get your surprise tonight. So if you are somebody that's cracked the egg or a patron, be standing by your email account tonight. There could be a really nice surprise coming, or at least I hope so. Oh dear, I've realised that I've got that still playing in the background. Let me just go to our chat cam. I'm sorry about that. How about that? I didn't realise we could still play music in the background. How about that? Let's see who we've got in, and let's say a few hellos. I'm going to do it slightly different tonight. I'm going to be cheating and looking at the participants list. So I'm going to say hello to Basement Guitar Superstar, great to see you. Ben Coombs, awesome brother, thank you for moderating tonight, and I hope you cracked the egg as well. Blues Player 59, good to see you. Brad Miller, Budget Guitar Show, there's somebody in there called CGS, no idea who that is. Dave Lewis, Dave Savage 21. Excellent. You've got a surprise coming up tonight, brother. Big G, Gary, good to see you, man. And you, Gavin James, Janice Lalla, Mitch Heyman. We've got Matty C videos, Moose Loose in Sasquatchan, aka Gary, Music Therapy Laz, Wallet, Pete Brown, Rax Effects, Sandra. Nigel is always looking forward to seeing you on a Sunday evening. We've got Dan from Scott's Guitars. We've got Tall Thin Kev. We got The Lamb. We've got William De Silva. And I think I just saw Yosemite Nightcat. Yes. I think that's how you pronounce it, is it? Yeti. Oh, Yeti Matzi. Yeti Matzi. I've always been saying your name wrong. Man, I am so sorry. But there we go. We've got a good crowd in tonight. And as I said, if you have cracked the egg, or if you're a patron, and I think I did see a patron in there, so you want to actually have your email next to you this evening, because there may be a chance. Well, I'm going to try something that Ben very kindly tried out with me last week. So let me quickly go over to ChatCam, because I can see loads of CGSs. I love you too, sweetheart, and Nigel loves you as well. And it's lovely to have my two girls in, and I really hope that Em as well, because then I would have my triumvirate of favourite YouTube ladies in. Dave Savage says, to say the solo you played as a tribute to Gary Moore absolutely nailed the tone. Thank you, my friend. Really, really kind of you. Thank you. Callum Maguire. Hi. Really good to have you in. And just so that you all know, if you would like to speak to me, just put at CGS in front and I'll know it's for me. Okie dokie. Scotty J. Hello, brother. Looks like your finger healed well. It did indeed. And in fact, it was... Yeah, even when I was playing that Gary Moore tribute, I have to say it was a little sore and a little tricky, but now it's healed beautifully. And yeah, I've been playing a lot, so really, really pleased with that. Okay, excuse me. I've got a little bit of gas. I've started on the hard stuff already. This is honestly, guys. This is such a heavy alcohol content in this. Again, last night I had a curry and a Google Meet with some friends that we usually have over here, and we were up till midnight, and I managed to polish off, you guessed it, yep, a bottle of Jack Daniels. So yeah, I have got some wine down here, and I've got another one of these, but I think tonight I may well stick on the slightly lighter stuff, if you'll forgive me for that. There's a comment there. Pete Brown says, great Gary Moore solo, dude, great emotion. Thank you, brother. That is so kind. Thank you. And the same to you as well. Thanks, Paul. Really appreciate that, brother. Really, really appreciate that. That is so cool. CJ, good to see you, man. He says, how are you? Great playing at the beginning of the show. Lovely guitar and playing. Well, thank you very much. It was actually the fake, I'm afraid. But having put a lot of time, effort and money into changing the bridge, putting a compensated nut in it, it does play all right now. And I have to say, I had to play that Greenie Moore copy for the Gary Moore tribute. So there we go. We've also got Walid. He said, I was really shocked the day I learned Dime was shot. Yeah, absolutely, man. We're going to get to that. We are definitely going to get to that, brother. And we'll have a good old chat about all of that coming up. The old speckled hen. No, mate. This is Heineken. Actually, for an alcohol-free beer, this stuff really tastes just like the real deal. I have to say, we now buy it by the double caseload, about 24 bottles at a time, because, well, we try and be a little bit healthy from time to time. Anyway, let me tell you what we've got coming up on the show tonight, as well as all having a chat about the guitar heroes that we miss the most. Let me see if I can go over to that. There we go. So I'm going to ask you that question tonight, and we'll get round to it. I do promise that we will get round to that. But for now, what we're going to do is we have got a picture that I promised my buddy Dave Savage 20 that we would have a look at his guitar collection. I'm just eyeing it out the corner of my eye there. Also, last week, you might remember that JW, my buddy, sent in a video for us, but guess what? He sent the wrong one. He didn't send the track that he intended to send. He sent some of his playing and warm-up routine. He didn't mean to send that. So we're going to right that wrong as well tonight. So there's two things coming up. Also, last week I was very, very late to the party because as I went live, somebody said in the chat that Hilton Valentine from The Animals had passed away. And so I've put together a very short but sweet tribute to Hilton Valentine tonight as well. So we've got that video coming up, and you've already seen my tribute to Gary Moore at the start there. So my little homage to Gary, given that this weekend, in fact yesterday, was the 10th anniversary of his passing. I can't believe how fast that's gone. So yeah, that's what we got coming up on the show. And what's more, we'll do all of that stuff first, and then we will have a chat about about your most missed guitar greats. And if what I hope will works, if you have cracked the egg in my recent videos, or if you're a patron, then you will be getting an email that I'm going to send off halfway through the stream tonight. I think probably around the on the hour. I would think in about, yeah, I would say in about 28 minutes. No, sorry, 18 minutes. I'll fire off that email, and if you crack the egg, one of your little bonuses is that we're going to try. We're going to keep our fingers firmly crossed. We're going to try and get a few of you in tonight to have a chat with me live. Now, I have tested it with Ben last week, and I have also tested it today with my daughter. And fingers crossed, it works, but I've not tried it live yet. So if it works, all the better. But if it doesn't, well, I'll keep trying and work it out, because I really want to be able to invite guests on and also have a few of you guys come in. So if you have cracked the egg, check your email on the hour. And what's more, if you're a patron, which I can see there is at least one patron in tonight. Hey, Johnny Bean, good to see you, man. Lovely to have you in, brother. So yeah, if you're either a patron or you'll crack the egg, tonight is the night. I did promise you there'd be something coming up, and we got up to 57 people who cracked the egg to add to my list, along with the patrons as well. So we've got that coming up. But what I'd like to start with, if I can dive over there, let me see if this will work. I'm really hoping it will. Is Dave Savage. He's sent me a picture of his guitar collection, and I just want to talk you through it because I promised him I would, and we missed it last week. And he's got an awesome guitar collection. As you can see there, he's got a beautiful 335 guitar, that lovely burst Rickenbacker. He's also got that lovely black EVH Wolfgang, and then on the bottom row there he's got his Mystic Red Strat, Fender Strat. I love that color. It's kind of a darker version of the Candy Apple, and I think that looks really, really nice. But tell me what you guys think. And then there's a road worn telly. I mean, who doesn't love a Telecaster? Let's be fair. And that does look really, really beautiful. I particularly like the black scratch plate. But what's more, his number one guitar and his absolute favorite, which you can tell because he's given it pride of place there, is his Les Paul, Gibson Les Paul Gold Top. And I really like the two-tone, the cream and black humbuckers. Don't know what you guys think, but there we go. Let me know in the comments what you think, and also he's in tonight. Dave, I'm sure I've seen you. Let me just check in participants and make sure you're still here. Let's have a look. That would be so funny, wouldn't it, if he's not here anymore? Oh man, I can't see him. Can he see him in the comments? Oh my word. Oh well, there we go. We will dive in. If you've got any questions, thank you, Sandra. Really glad you liked that, his collection. That's really, really cool. Somebody had to go out and come back in. I hope we're not having issues with the stream. Let's have a look. We look good. The bitrate is higher than the recommended amount. That's weird. I haven't had that warning before. We got 58 of you in, and I've got 28 likes. 28 likes. I'm sure we can probably up those a little bit, can't we? Let's see if we can get to 35 likes, and then I'll play you that track that I accidentally almost played for Jay. And so let's get up to 35 likes, and then we'll dive in with that. And I'll nip back up. Thank you. I can see them going up already. Look at that. Superb. Awesome. 30. I love watching the likes go up. I almost don't want 32. My goodness. I'm still going to pop over quickly. 33. Look at those likes diving up now. That's what we like to see, guys. And there's 35 likes as well. Right. Let me just see if we've got any questions to me. Pete Brown says, oh, sorry. Come back, Pete Brown. Come back, Pete Brown. There we are. I should send you a picture of my guitars, man. I think you dig it. Well, definitely. Please, please do. Because actually, I'm really happy to show your guitars here, because it's great for us all to see it and enjoy it. Hey, Dave Savage 21. Why did I say Dave Savage 20? And it's Dave Savage 21. I'm so sorry, man. I've written 20 down there, but your guitars look beautiful, brother. And I'm sorry that I didn't manage to download them from Instagram last week. Anybody wants to send me pictures of their collection so that we can have a chat about it, and you can have a little chat in the comments section, then you're most welcome to send them, and I will show them. I'm just going to see if I've missed any CGSs. Grumpy Mike! Hey, brother! Really good to see you, man. Really good to see you. Excellent stuff. Right, seeing as you guys already dived over there and gave me that many likes, I really appreciate that. I'm going to show you, oh, look, just quickly, I'll get that one from Tony Smith. He says, Mike, I saw Stevie Ray Vaughan at Hammersmith Pally, his last gig in the UK in '86. What did you make of him as a guitarist? I love Stevie Ray. And in fact, if you check out the video picture, you will see that we've got there Randy Rhoads, Gary Moore, Stevie Ray, Jimi Hendrix. We've got EVH. I can't believe he's actually on that list. I'm gutted. We've also got Peter Green and Dimebag, of course. So I've shown probably, I'm sure I've missed some. Well, obviously George Harrison isn't there, but I'm sure I've missed a few others that I really like. But yes, he's most certainly one of my favourites. Really like Stevie Ray, and I'm dead jealous that you managed to see him. That's really awesome, brother. Scott Guitars says, could be a regular slot showing guitar collections. I'm absolutely up for that. Alexis Guitars, hey brother, real good to see you. Okay. Oh, hello, William De Silva. I'm going to take this one and then we're going to dive into that video. So you purchased your first telly a couple of days ago. Wow. Fijigen, FGN. Awesome, awesome. Yes, Brian, please start photographing your collection. CJ, you have definitely found one that I should have had in my pictures, and I really regret that I haven't got that. Bless. Right, okay, because you've deserved it and you're awesome. Let's now go over and have a proper look at that track from Jay. Here we go. And I'm sorry we didn't get it right last week, Jay. I hope he's in tonight. Sorry about that. I think I had some jittering there. It looks like we had a little bit of jittering on that. But an absolutely lovely little piece there from Jay. And I'm sorry I played the wrong one last week, Jay. And I'm sorry we seem to have a bit of a technical dropout there tonight. I'm not sure if it was just on this end or whether you guys had a bit of a tech dropout. Could be that my laptop is struggling somewhat with the extra work I've given it to do tonight, which I hope you're going to really enjoy. I did notice as we went past, bless you, Big G, you are an absolute diamond. Thank you so much for that. Never courted, but always appreciated, brother. Cheers, man. He says, here's a £5 to help replenish your Jack Daniels inventory. Well, let me give you one of these, and I hope these still work tonight. Yes, they do. Thank goodness for that. Thanks so much, Gary. You are an absolute gentleman. Thank you very, very much indeed. And I hope you like that little bit there from Jay. And yeah, he's a real great player. So, yeah, we've got a couple more videos. Well, no, sorry, one more video actually, to be fair, because I felt that we should pay tribute when we lose one of our guitar playing fraternity. And I don't want to make this whole channel about guys that have passed away, but when we do lose one of our guitar greats, I like to make a biog for them and to put that up. And I really enjoyed, by the way, on Saturday last night, getting together with so many of you on that premiere for my Gary Moore tribute. I promise you this week we have got an unboxing and the playing demo of the guitar I unboxed before I cut my finger. So that will be coming up this week. So we will get back to normal programming, and I've still got tons of videos of guitars that I played while I was at 42 Gear Street number 2. And I can't wait to show those to you as well. So much content coming up on the channel. I'm really spoiled actually. I've got so many bits to put out and to show you guys, and I think you're going to love it. However, let me dive back over here once more. Say thank you to the Big G. Bless you, brother. Fruitcake Tony. There we go. Happy Sunday to you, mate, as well. Good to see you, brother. Really good to see you. And everyone's saying hello to you as well, which is lovely. Awesome stuff. Right, so I'm going to do my best now because I know I've got to send this email off on the hour. And I hope you're all standing by if you did crack the egg, and we'll give it a try. I can't promise it's going to work because I'm not sure this laptop will cope with it. But if it does, it'll be fun. But stand by for that. But first of all, I think we'll dive over and we will just check out the little tribute that I've done to Hilton Valentine from the Animals, because he was a good guitarist. He was one of the greats, and we should, oh, look at that, good Lord. Before I can even get over there, let me say a big thank you to my brother, Grumpy Mike, as well. Cheers, man. And I'm absolutely sure that you have got the link, brother. So I really hope that we might be able to hook up tonight. Now, again, I just want to say, let me give you one of these first and read your comment. Thank you so much for the tip jar as always, and why not? Love the Gary Moore tribute. Thanks for that, brother. Well, thank you for that, brother, as well. That is so, so kind, and it's really, really appreciated. Always appreciated, never courted, but when you do that, you guys, you absolutely, oh, there we go, get the right camera. You absolutely rock, so thank you so much for that. Now, I'm going to dive over and we are going to do the, yeah, I agree, absolutely, CJ. It's amazing to think Gary Moore's guitar is still being played by Kirk Hammett, who bought it for $2 million and still gigs with it. And that is a good thing, because wouldn't we feel bad if it wasn't gigged anymore? So it's been through Peter Green, Gary Moore, and now Kirk Hammett. All very, very different players. Well, obviously, Peter and Gary were probably a little more similar than Kurt was. But anyway, I'm going to dive over now and let's pay tribute to another absolutely amazing guitarist that we've unfortunately lost. Hilton was born Stuart Patterson Valentine on the 21st of May 1943 in North Shields, Northumberland, England. Counties were redistricted in later years and it's now North Shields and part of Tyne and Wear. As with many young lads in the 50s, the skiffle craze hit him hard, and so his mum bought him his first guitar in 1956 at the age of 13. He immediately taught himself some chords from a book called Teach Yourself 1,000 Chords and formed his own skiffle band called the Heppers. They played locally in halls and outdoor venues, with the newspaper calling them a young but promising skiffle group. The Heppers eventually evolved into the rock and roll band the Wildcats, which after some personnel changes had Tappy Wright on rhythm guitar. Tappy was Hilton's best friend and became road manager for the Animals. The Wildcats were very popular in the Tyne and Wear area, getting continuous work in church halls, working men's clubs and dance halls. They decided to take the next step and recorded a 10-inch acetate LP at Morton Sound titled Sounds of the Wildcats. This makes the first and only pre-Animals record recorded by any of the original lineup. Hilton had no idea what happened to his copy, so if anybody out there can find it, it would be very much appreciated. In 1963, the Animals were starting to form. Chas Chandler heard about this wild guitar player from the Wildcats. Members of the Wildcats tell stories of Hilton ripping off his shirt and getting down on the ground wailing away on his guitar. Quite risque in those days. Chas liked what he heard and asked him to join what was then called the Alan Price Combo. Sadly, the only evidence of this energetic guitar playing is the 1963 live Club A Go-Go recordings. These are the first recordings of the Animals before they signed with EMI. The sound quality of these recordings is less than desirable, but the energy is so intense you feel as though you're in the club yourself. Once the Animals got into the studio, the guitar took a back seat. Hilton played with the Animals until their breakup in September 1966. In 1967, he was managing his former Wildcat bandmate Keith Shields, who recorded a few 45s for Decca. One of these songs, Deep Inside Your Mind, which was penned by Hilton, can still be found on the CD British Psychedelic Trip Volume 2, Volume 3 of the LP series. You'll have to find a used copy of that as it's not listed on any of the online CD stores at the moment. In 1970, he recorded a solo album of what some people categorized as psychedelic-sized folk, entitled All in Your Head. It was a record that he would just as soon have forgotten, although he did admit to a couple of the songs being salvageable. Hilton reunited with the original lineup of the Animals 3 times since their split. A one-off benefit gig in Newcastle in 1968, in 1977 for the Before We Were So Rudely Interrupted LP, and lastly in 1983 for a studio LP, Arc, a world tour and greatest hits live LP, also known as Rip It to Shreds. 1994, Hilton was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the Animals. In 1994, Hilton also started playing Animals music again and toured the world until 2001. In May 2001, he was inducted into Hollywood's Rock Walk of Fame along with other Animals and had a two-night reunion concert at the El Rey Theatre. Since 2004, Hilton has been concentrated on acoustic material, releasing a CD under the name Skiffle Dog, titled It's Folk and Skiffle Mate. He also spent time touring continuously with original Animals singer Eric Burdon from February 07 to December 2008. In 2011, Hilton released a new CD titled Skiffle Dog on Coburg ST. Besides some original compositions, the majority of tracks on this CD are skiffle and early rock and roll songs that inspired him to learn the guitar at age 13. As a boy, he played many of these songs at local events with his skiffle band, the Heppers. Later in the year, he collaborated with Big Boy Pete from Peter J and the Jaywalkers and Cold Turkey fame on a Skiffle Christmas CD titled Merry Skifflemas. Sadly, Hilton Valentine, founding guitarist of the 60s group The Animals and the man responsible for the most famous intros in pop history, has now died aged 77. Valentine's death was confirmed by the band's label ABKCO Music, who wrote in a statement on Twitter on Saturday night, "Our deepest sympathies go out to Hilton Valentine's family and friends on his passing this morning at the age of 77. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can still hear all of that nonsense going on in the background. I think this might be quite an interesting challenge tonight. Hopefully, look, I've got some more people coming in. Look at this. This is brilliant. Okay, so let me pop my headphones on because I'm not sure how this is all sounding to you guys. If you can still hear all of that, I'm going to ask anybody in the chat, in the live chat, just to mute their mics if they would. That'd be great if you can mute your mics. I've got some more people coming in. Look at this. This is brilliant. Okay, let me see if this is going to work. There we go. I've got a couple of my regulars in. We've got Dan. Oh, goodness me. Does this sound very strange to everybody? Is it like echoing like crazy, or is it just at this end? Ah, there we go. That's better. Okay, right, there we go. So I think now that the guys in the chat can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Awesome. This is brilliant. So we have managed to get guest cam on tonight, and we've got the lovely Dan from Scott Guitars. Awesome. Really good to see you. And we've also got Brad Guitar Miller. Yay. Absolutely amazing to meet you guys. Really, really good. What I'm going to try and do is see if I can mute my mic while I let you guys have a little chat, because I think what we'll start with at this point is to go, I'm going to take these off because that's driving me absolutely crazy because I've got a 2-second delay on my voice, so I'm hearing everything I'm saying a couple of seconds later. I'm going to mute my mic, and then it would be great to hear from both of you guys and let us know who your most missed guitar player that we've lost, our guitar greats. So I'm going to mute my mic, and then we'll see if this works. I'm going to have a listen. I think I can still talk to you guys, but I don't know if other people will be able to hear me. So let's give this a try. Okay.
Loud and clear. Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, thanks. I think I'm in agreement with you, Gary Moore. Certainly Hendrix, but Gary Moore, yeah, that was a big surprise. I mean, I know it's 10 years now, isn't it? But I used to play bass in a band, and everyone around me was just Gary Moore mad, all the guitarists, and I couldn't help obviously get involved.
So recently would be Eddie Van Halen, obviously, at least for me. That one I think hit me the hardest, partially because he's around my age. So very similar. Followed him right from the first Van Halen album up. Saw him numerous times in concert. So recently, I would have to say that was one of the biggest. Prior to that would have been Terry Kath from Chicago, because he was just such a, I don't want to say he was an overlooked, he was not underrated for sure, but he was an overlooked guitar player as far as when it came to his writing and his playing style. So for me, I would say those two. Terry was a big influence for me picking up the guitar initially. So that, to me, that was that especially the circumstances behind his death, that alone also was not very good. So. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Well, good. I'm going to have to get a tutorial from you on how to do that with OBS. So.
So quick
Yeah,
look.
I don't have it pulled up. I was
Saying
doing editing.
no sound, can't hear the interview. Yeah, but I'd just like to say before we disappear, Mike. That it's obviously likewise. It's great to obviously speak to you, and I just want to thank you for all your support because you've been fantastic. You know, obviously, and playing my guitar, etc., and giving it plenty of obviously, you know, plenty of airing. You know.
Going to end up having that big feedback loop, but that doesn't sound too bad. It might be that they can now hear me. Let's see in the comments if people can start to hear me now, because that'd be awesome. Can you all hear me?
No, obviously we can, but I don't think they can.
Oh, right. Okay. It might just be delay because there's usually about a 40 to 50 second delay. But
yeah, I think they can hear us now. So.
Excellent. Right. I'm very sorry that I was so quiet, everybody. I've just been having a lovely chat and a lovely interview with these two great guys. And you couldn't hear my end of it. So I'm really sorry about that. It's very weird, though, because when I've got this mic on, I've got a 2-second delay between what I'm saying and then hearing it, so it drives you crazy. But Dan, thank you so much for that. That's really, really kind, man. And it's been an absolute pleasure to play that guitar. And we need to have a chat. We need to have a chat. That's for sure.
Just, on with another one today.
Oh wow! Look at that. Oh man!
Oh, wow.
Obviously over the last week, so yeah, that's for custom.
That is absolutely awesome. And who's going to be the lucky recipient of that one? Have you got an order for that one?
Yeah, John Robson. It's his
signature.
One of his good buddies. So he's
brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant. You're such a talented guy. It's amazing. I can't get over that telly. It really is a beautiful guitar to play.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The only problem is, I've loved making them, but it's time now to make something a little bit more adventurous. So I've entered myself into the Great Guitar Build-Off. So we'll see.
Brilliant. I was going to email you and suggest you did that because they've just opened it for 2021, haven't they?
Yeah. I spent all day doing this, but I also spent sort of all morning sort of sketching out plans for the design, for the new for what I'm going to build for the competition. So
awesome. That is so awesome. Well, really good luck with that, brother. Oh, excuse me. I think the gas just repeated on me there. Before I let you guys go, I just want to go back to Brad and say, what beautiful guitars on the wall. Tell us a little bit about what you got behind you there, man.
So that one is, there's a couple there. So that is a Lone Star Strat, roughly 2005. Let's see here, hold on. Can I switch the camera around? I don't know. All right.
Yeah, it's following you.
Here, we'll just do this. So that's my new custom shop. And that's my new
Lone Star Strat.
PRS. And so Les Paul Tribute, that is a local luthier company. It's called a Cracker Caster. And then this is my Night Swan.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I like the color of that. That is really nice, man.
That's a vintage Night Swan. So
wow, awesome! You've got a really nice set of guitars there. Nice collection,
I've got
mate.
some in the closet too. So
we've all got more than one in the closet, man. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for being the 2 out of 62, I think, once I added up my patrons as well. You're the 2 brave souls that came on to say hello on the very first one of these. So brilliant.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks,
Thank
Mike.
you for joining me.
Brad.
all right, Mike.
Awesome, guys. You take good care. And
Take
I'll
care, buddy.
try now and see if I can get back to the normal camera. Okay, cheers guys.
Bye.
Yes.
Okay, everybody. So, whew, that was tricky. That was really, really tricky, but lovely to see the guys there. And I'm really sorry that my mic wasn't on. I thought it was my mic feeding back because the guys were hearing me through Google Meet, and I thought that the mic on the laptop would be giving you my voice as well. But clearly I've got to keep this on. At least we've learnt our lesson. And I got gas as well. Wow. That's cool. There we go. Ben says we can hear you talking with the guests. Ben, you cracked the egg. Where were you, man? Hey, brother. Let me just go back to this one. There we are. So Ben says we can hear you talking with the guests. So unfortunately, guys, while I was on that, and if I do that again, which I think would be good fun, let me know what you guys think. If you would like to come on the show, I will probably do more Easter eggs. I'm gonna maybe send it out to the whole crowd. Always my patrons, of course, you guys will definitely get a link to any of these that I do. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make that work again a little better in future. But great to see Dan and Brad there. Lovely, lovely guys. Always such a support. Always in my live shows, and it's really, really nice to see them face to face. I've never seen or met either of them, so that is really, really awesome. Let me dive over. Let's have a little look, because obviously, yeah, am I still having an audio issue? Am I? That's unusual. Let me just have a quick see on the stream. That looks like it's got excellent health, so that is weird. Maybe it's sorted itself out now. CB radio in the background. I'm going to have a quick listen. This drives me crazy listening to this, but no, that sounds like it's all come back together. So fingers crossed, it's all good now. Mute my mic. Mute my mic. You don't want to hear me, Sandra. Okay, lots of crosstalk. That is strange. Can you just confirm for me now that... Let's have a look. Hey, Quentin! There he is. Cheers, man. Good to see you, Q. We can hear you. Yay! Awesome. Okay, really sorry about that, guys. This laptop is doing an absolute... you can't hear me now. We can't hear you. That's weird. Seriously? I can hear me. I can see my mic is bouncing up and down. Maybe I'm just a little bit behind. That's it. There we go. Somebody's saying there we go. Scott's guitar sounds like your mother-in-law. Somebody just put. Tony Smith. Mike, I saw Jimmy Page at Cambridge Folk Festival. Let me go back. Let me grab that. There we go. There's Tony. Right, let's get on to it. I want to hear your stories, guys. So, yeah, Jimmy Page, but he's not gone. But definitely one of your favourite guitar players. Okay, thanks, Ben. Yeah, I think, as always, I'm about 50 seconds behind the audio, and I'll watch this back. This will be a bit of a learning curve for me because obviously I've not tried that before. I tried 3 different programs today. My daughter, bless her, has spent all day helping me out, literally chatting, video chatting to me from her bedroom down onto this so that we can try these things out. And I gave up on 2 of the things that I was looking at. I'm not sure if it's the laptop that's struggling with this or if it's this that's struggling with this. Oh, I've got terrible gas from this beer now. But at least you can hear me now. And I'm just going to dive down and, yeah, everybody's saying I'm back, loud and clear, loud and clear. That's wicked. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think it was Ben Tom said that he sounds like his mother-in-law. He's up north, that's for sure. But I can't exactly remember where. But there we go. Pete Brown, laptop issues, Mike. That falls in my realm since I do tech support for a living. Well, I should definitely have a chat with you, brother. This is an old HP Pavilion laptop. I've had it for years and years and years, and it's got an i5 in it. But Yeah, I think I could probably do with sticking a little bit more RAM in it, because I think it might only have 4 gig of RAM, but we'll see. I'm not absolutely sure. I might need to get a new laptop to do this justice. But how did it sound when we were doing? I'll look. Let's not do that now. Let's just do about. Let's do the guitarist that we missed the most. You give me a shout. Let me know what's going on there, and I will shout you out. Yeah, Ben, I see that, man. Thank you, brother. Sounded like somebody just had the YouTube feed running in the background. I think initially, because I didn't send in the email, the message, yeah, Grumpy Mike, that's why I don't do live shows. It would be a complete train wreck. Well, hey man, guess what? Wrong comment, sorry. Mike, it's I'm just doing my best to get you guys involved and get you on here. So it is a bit of a train wreck tonight, but hey, if I don't try it, I'll never know. Gavin, good to see you. Am I buying that Scott's Guitars T-Style? Do you know what, man? I am trying so hard. The answer is yes. I really, really, really want to. And I need to have a chat with Dan. He's been so kind in the price he's given me and the offers that he's given me. The difficulty I've got at the moment is that I'm not doing very much work, and because of the lockdown, and I've had the discussion with my wife. My wife is amazing. She supports everything I do, and she's like, if you want it, you should go for it. But I feel really guilty because, you know, we've got kids that are doing dance classes and piano lessons and things like that. And you know what it's like with this current lockdown situation and the way it is, things are tight, and I'm struggling myself with the finances of it. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that I will be playing it lots and lots more for you guys. If it has to go back, which will break my heart, you can bet your lives that you will see a lot more of it. In fact, let's go and grab it because it's such a beautiful guitar. And there might be some of you out there that haven't seen it before. So the lovely Dan that I was talking to built this absolute beauty. And in fact, let me go to the other camera because you'll be able to see it a lot better there. There we go. That is the Scott Guitars Telecaster. It is such a beautiful piece of artwork. I love this bit of maple in the back where the ferrules are, and this cavity on the back as well. That you can see better on the other cam. Look at the finishing on that. Seriously, there is nothing standing up, nothing sharp. The finishing's beautiful. All of the neck joint is so smooth. But this thing just plays absolutely like a dream. I never put this down. Since this has come, I don't pick up the Glary Strat to warm up on. I just warm up and play this. I'm going to at least have to put some more strings on it. So yeah, I absolutely adore that guitar. It's, you know, sometimes you find that you pick up a guitar and it's, oh bless you, man. Oh, Bent Tom, that is just too kind, brother. Bless you. That is absolutely super kind of you, brother. And I don't court that kind of thing, but I'm always incredibly grateful. And I don't know what to say to a super chat like that, brother. That is too kind. And please don't for 1 second think that me telling you about the finances here, I'm not looking to do that. You know, that's not what I was saying that for. I just wanted you guys, and particularly Dan, to understand that how much I love the guitar, but that I've got to think about the family finances. That is just super kind, brother, and bless you for that. I don't know what to say to that. other than thank you. That's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And crikey, I almost forgot to give you, that seems very, very rubbish to give you one of those. And I'm going to drink a toast to you as well. Thank you, brother. That is incredibly kind, Bent Tom. Awesome, man. Awesome. And I hope that you might join me on a stream at some point as well. Be one of my guests. If it's going to work, we'll give it a try. So that is so, so kind. Thank you. Wow. What do you say to that? Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Bless you. Okay, I'll get over that in a moment, I promise. Tony Smith says, Epiphones coming out in Indonesia at the moment, master built and inspired by Gibson, incredible quality. What do you make of Indonesian made guitars? Well, I've tried a few because a lot of the Harley Bentons are Indonesian, and yeah, there's some real good stuff coming out there, and also Vietnam as well. Let me dive back in, and Kurt Cobain, there we go. CJ, that's the topic we were on, of course. I was completely flustered by Bent Tom's kindness there. So Kurt Cobain, not the best in the world, but his short legacy and what he did for a genre and generation was fantastic. I couldn't agree more, actually. Not the most technical, excellent player in the world, but what he did was he brought the whole grunge scene really to a focal point, and so you can't deny the impact that Kurt had. Absolutely good shout, brother. Really good shout, CJ. There we go. Dave Savage. Everybody loves the telly, man. Everybody loves that telly that Dan's built. It is absolutely beautiful, and as I said, I'll definitely be doing some more stuff with it for you guys. James Taylor says, Alexi, I can't pronounce that, Laiho. Why do I not know? See, now this is one of the things that I really, really enjoyed about doing my top 10 guitarists of all time, because I'm not a complete plethora of knowledge on the subject. I know a lot, I think I know a fair amount, but every time somebody put a list up, I was seeing names that I hadn't had a chance to check out, and I've listed them all on a Word document, and I'm slowly going through YouTube and discovering some incredible new guitar players. And in fact, I may well do a video at some point of the guitar players that you guys have introduced me to, because in the comments section of that video where I did my top 10 all-time guitar players, well, that was a real revelation with you guys. So thanks so much for that. Yeah, but who is Alexi Laiho? I'm embarrassed that I don't know who that is. So maybe it's just I haven't been exposed to them. Oh, there we go. Oh, right. Okay, man. Thank you. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you, man. Really good to see you. We met up in Nam, didn't we? He says Alexi Laiho was the incredible guitarist for Children of Bodom from Finland. Ah, right, okay. Now, I have heard some of their stuff I say a long time ago. I would say briefly rather than so much of a long time ago. I didn't really listen to a great deal, but I have heard the Children of Bodom. They're quite a heavy band, if I remember rightly. But right, okay, yeah, certainly be on the list of incredible losses. Guitar Hack, hey brother, look at that. That is a great shout. That really is. That is a good shout, man. Prince, and now he was an absolutely incredible player. I mean, not only an incredible guitar player, but he was a multi-instrumentalist. He could play bass, drums, keys. He was a great singer, and what's more, he was a great composer. He made some incredible music and great tracks. Excuse me. Good shout, Hack, and nice to see you as well. CJ's added Prince as well. Tom Petty, Dwayne Allman, John Lennon. Yeah, absolutely. We could go on all night with this. I couldn't agree with Pete Brown more, though. I think that was the biggest shock most recently. Losing Eddie was a real big shock, and yeah, I think it's going to take us all a long time to actually come to terms with the fact that Eddie's gone. Even if you didn't like his style of music, even if you weren't into that kind of thing, I think that the impact that he had on changing the guitar was absolutely incredible. I mean, he was, for me, he was number one. Yeah, I don't think I can ever really imagine replacing Eddie in my mind. But, you know, I think everybody would say that he was one of the biggest influences since maybe Hendrix, but there you go. We've got Grumpy Mike said, oh, hang on. Dave Savage said, would you ever do a video on your top 10 underrated guitarists? Well, funny you should say that, because I don't know if you guys recall, but I used to have a series. It didn't seem to take off, so I kind of stopped doing it, which was top 5 in 5. And I think I actually listed my top 5 underrated guitar players way back. I think it was last year, or maybe even 2018. No, I think it was 2019. Yeah, 2019, of course, we're 21 now, aren't we? Wow. Yeah, so I have done that list, and well, at least my top 5. But I think it's overdue a redo. So thanks for the idea there, man. Excellent. Grumpy Mike, I was just getting there, man. There is a very good chance the greatest player of all time hasn't even been born yet. Let's hope. I'll drink to that, brother. It'd give me gas, but I'll drink to that. Let's hope so, because that is the one thing that we have to look forward to. I can't wait to see where the next players, you know, where the next John Mayer is going to come from, where the next Joe Bonamassa is going to come from, where the next Eddie. Now, if we get another Eddie in my lifetime, and when I say an Eddie, I mean somebody that literally changes the way the instrument's played and is a huge influence on loads of other people, you know, like Hendrix. Man, I really hope so. What a good shout, Grumpy Mike. Nice one, brother. Nice one. Yeah, Dan Scott Guitars saying Prince rocked. He loved throwing tellies on stage too. Yes, he did. Leslie West, good shout as well. Lucky I saw that. Ben Coombs says Buddy Holly. Absolutely. Yeah, great player. Great player. Pete Brown, if China Mike does that, Michael Schenker should be number 1. Wow, good shout. Johnny Winter. Yes, absolutely. He was, yeah, amazing player with the really white long hair, wasn't he? I didn't realise he died. I can't believe he's gone. That's really strange. Was that recent? Not sure. We got there. Thanks for deleting that one, Ben, but I don't mind telling you, I've cut my own hair for the last 28 years. So yeah, I broke my biggest comb, so they are much shorter. I use the buzzer trimmer, so I love it. Prince's solo at the George Harrison tribute was one of the best things I've ever seen on TV. Absolutely. That was incredible. And who was he playing with? Was it Jeff Lynne? There were a few of them, weren't there? I can't remember exactly who was on stage, but I've seen it so many times. And an absolute ripping solo. Rory Gallagher, Trevor. Good shout, brother. Really good shout. Yep, excellent. Let's take a few more, because I've just noticed that I've gone over time. I knew I would tonight with that extra feature. Alvin Lee. Yes, of course. Alvin Lee, amazing player. Yeah, Rory Gallagher, Steve Howe. Now I'm really showing my ignorance. I didn't think Steve Howe was dead either. Oh man. Oh my word. Randy Rhoads. Absolutely. He's up there on my screen, of course. There he is. Right on the corner there behind Gary Moore. I obviously put these up because They're my guys. Let me go back into this one. Last few little comments here. James Taylor says, I think a lot of innovation is happening in acoustic playing. Players like Mike Dawes and John Gom. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that absolutely as valid as electric players for sure. Jeff Lynne, Danny Harrison and Tom Petty, that's who it was with Prince. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Absolutely. And of course we've lost Tom since as well. Another great guitar player. I was wondering who would mention him. Frank Zappa was just an absolutely off the wall, completely unique guitar player, and he is a huge loss because again, he didn't have the mainstream appeal perhaps or reach that Eddie had, but he also took the guitar in a new direction, and that's what I put in my video about my top 10 guitarists of all time, that it's about where they've innovated and taken the guitar, whether they move me, and you know, all that good stuff, and technique and technical doesn't matter so much. Now Frank was an amazingly accomplished musician and reader and all of that good stuff, but it was his playing that was really fresh. Okay. Dave Savage says, I miss Mark Bolan, yeah, and Hendrix, yeah, they're the reason you play guitar. Richard Paul says, sorry, I missed the wrong one there. The player I missed the most, Steve Clark from Def Leppard. Yeah, absolutely. And Gavin, I did just catch your comment there. Let me get that again. Zappa's favourite guitarist was Brian May. And of course, Brian made my list, had to make my list. The Yetimatsi Nightcat, I hope I'm saying that right now. Chuck Berry, B.B. King, Robert Johnson, the original blues man. Yep, totally Grumpy Mike. Zappa was on a completely different level. Thank you so much, Dennis. You probably had noticed that I struggled a little bit tonight, but bless you for that. That's really kind. I did my best. You did so good pushing through the show. What a pro, my friend. Yeah, tricky show tonight, but a lot of good fun. Oh, I just realised I wasn't even on chat cam then, was I? Those last couple of comments. There you go. Bless you, man. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been a good live show. I loved hanging with you guys again, and I love this chance to have a chat about guitar players past and having a, you know, that lovely opportunity to chat to Dan and to Brad as well. And Ben Tom, what can I say, man? I'm just humbled and blown away by your kind gesture there. That is absolutely incredible, man. So thank you so much for that. I do know that I've gone 8 minutes over, guys. I know absolutely that Ben will be live again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please support him. He's always in here. He's always such a great moderator for me. Actually, we've missed Bam Mosley tonight. I hope he's okay. If you're watching this back later, Bam, I really hope you're okay, brother. And hope we catch up with you soon. And I hope that I haven't missed him in the comments, because I haven't been able to dive into the comments as much. That's a really good point. Somebody just said that Zappa was responsible for Vi, and I said that in my top 10 guitar players when Vi came in at number 10. Absolutely. I could talk to you guys all night, but you know, I did promise you that I'd keep these shows between half an hour and 60 minutes. And so I am going to stick to my word, and we've gone over a little bit tonight with those technical things. If I watch it back and I can work out what went right and what went wrong, I hope that we can do it again, because I love to engage with you and to be able to meet some of you face to face, even though it's online. It's absolutely awesome. So a big thank you to everybody tonight. An extra special thank you to Bent Tom and to the other guys also, who were very kind in the super chats. That really made my day. There we go. Ben's hang is listed there for you in the comment section. Please dive over there. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Brad. Lovely to have a chat with you guys. Let's do some more of it if we can make it work in the future. But for now, I'll finish up with a usual of "You guys take good care." And I think I might just play you out with my little tribute to Gary Moore again. So thank you all so much for hanging out tonight, and you take good care.